Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in Basic Fantasy for this video. If you're interested in Basic Fantasy, go to basicfantasy.org. You can get the game book for free, as well as other adventures and supplement books for free as PDFs. If you want the physical book, they sell it at cost price for them to print, so you'll get it as dirt cheap as possible in that end. And I'm an old school gamer in the sense that I like to have a book, so for this video we'll be going over carrying capacity. We're in the adventure section of the book going over the different rules going on. So with carrying capacity, let's read in and see how that is different maybe from other games. Normal human, elven, and dwarvish player characters are able to carry up to 60 pounds and still be considered light load, or up to 150 pounds and be considered heavily loaded. Halflings may carry up to 50 pounds and be considered lightly loaded, or up to 100 pounds and be heavily loaded. Note that armor for halfling characters is about 1/4 as heavy as armor for other races. So the armor is going to definitely weigh a little bit less because there's less material there for the halflings. These figures are affected by strength. Each +1 of strength bonus adds 10% to the capacity of the character, while each -1 deducts 20%. Thus, carrying capacities for normal characters are shown below, rounded to the nearest 5 pounds for convenience. It gives the strength score 3 through 18 and gives you a column for each of the loads. So let's go with what would be normal strength for what they're saying. So they said 60 pounds is normal, so a strength of 9 through 12 has their light load as 60 pounds and their heavy load as 150. And that's the direct middle of this table. So from there, if you went up to 13 to 15, you would do 65 pounds as a light load and 165 pounds as your heavy load. And if you had an 18, you would have 80 pounds as a light load and 195 pounds as a heavy load. And this is for the dwarves, elves, and humans. Now, if you were the halfling, at the 9 through 12 range, you were at 50 for a light load and 100 for a heavy. And then at an 18, you're at 65 for a light load and 130 for a heavy. The carrying capacities of various domesticated animals are given in the monsters section in the entry for each type of animal. So this carrying capacity is only related to the playable races in this game. There's a separate one for the mounts. Cool. That'll be it for this short video on carrying capacity. Check out basicfantasy.org for adventures and stuff if you're a game master. They have a few pre-written ones that you could just take and use. Reskin some names if you're just going to insert it into your game, and replace the monster stats with the monsters for the game you're using. Otherwise, play it as Basic Fantasy. The more I read it, the more I'm interested in running a few games in it or playing a few games in it. Well, until we all game again, guys.